Why is the music so... I honestly think that the original game had a way better, more like tepid soundtrack that didn't just pop like a weasel. As we walked down the road, I couldn't help but ask Stella about what we just went through. So, you're being bullied by classmates? As bad as you think. It's just a few girls, they just don't really like me. I don't know, but I saw that was pretty damn bad. Why? Is it the nerdy stuff? I don't think so. I think it's because they saw me with Chester. Chester? That huge short-looking guy from Nas's team? Yeah, you see, he's actually my childhood friend. I knew him before he got all the muscle. I knew him before the steroids, before he quit steroids. I knew him before he started doing doping, and after he stopped doing doping. Is there anything else he took in the interim that he started and stopped with while you were around? Well, I guess there's the weed, the beer, the smoking. Where does he get the money? Our parents are longtime friends, so he's like my brother. Let me guess, the girls got jealous? I'm not sure why. I told them everything, but they don't believe me. They told me I should stick with my own kind. I thought it was silly. I told them many times, they won't listen. Yeah, that does sound pretty awful. You should just tell that guy about it. I'm sure he'll clear the air. I don't want to know. It's embarrassing. It will only cause more trouble. That's just, Could you keep it a secret, Anon? Please? Stella was staring at me with a pleading look in her eye. I know something must be done, but I don't want to argue with her right now. Sure, if you say so. Anon, given the context, wouldn't you be like, no, let's just not? Mr. fell down a set of stairs because of, airing laundry? But you're my friend, Stella. If you need any help, I always got your back. Stella giggled at my cliche self-aggrandizement. I don't think you're aggrandizing anything. If it's true, it's true, and the friendship is somewhat... I guess you're aggrandizing that part, maybe? Thank you, Anon. I know I can rely on you. I just have to be a little patient. I'm sure the girls will get bored eventually. How long has this been going on? About a year. I can only give a heavy sigh. They are not stopping. You really should do something about it at this point. Well, that's fine. Not like we stay in school forever. In fact, we have, a few months left? I joined during the second semester. What the hell are you talking about? Besides, you had it worse than me. And look at you now. Remember when you got pushed down the stairs? That was awful. I mean, I wasn't exactly pushed, but... more like I fell off trying to roleplay a ninja. Maybe I shouldn't ruin my image in Stella's eyes just yet. I mean, you're kinda right. Although Fang wasn't there, I would have ended in this... Although, if Fang wasn't there, I would have ended up in this ICU for sure. I want to get through this just like you did. I didn't do it alone. You always need someone to back you up. At those words, Stella playfully grabbed my hands. Once again, I couldn't help but notice how warm and smooth her hand... It's like, she's in the literal fucking gardening club. She's probably sleeved cards. How the hell are her hands soft? How would they be soft? Come on, Anon voice aside. She's implied to be in the gardening club. She's a nerd. She's probably either painted something, or put together gunpla, or read a bunch of manga and got her fingers all, crusty from that. Because, dry paper. I can't imagine she has baby hands. I can't imagine she has baby hands. I don't do that much, and I still got, not soft hands. Once again, I couldn't help but notice how warm and smooth her hand was. I'm starting to wonder if she has some sort of disease, because I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be cold-blooded. It's a good thing I have you. Together we can be like Anoka and Nagisa. Ah, yes, Precure. Oh, I don't mind. But I call dibs on the black costume. But I want to be Cure Black. I think Mephile's a much cuter mascot. Besides, black and green go well together. I can't argue with that. But I doubt White's poofy dress goes well with me. Well, I mean, that's true. But you just need to find an artist that can draw you from a flattering angle. Then maybe you can be like Tuxedo Mask and I'll be Sailor Moon. Are you saying that... Are you saying I should have just left a rose on the table and jumped out the window? Actually, Tuxedo Max gets a bad rep because he was using too much filler. Oh, hold on. Actually, Tuxedo Mask gets a bad rap because he was too much in filler in Toei produced for the show. In actual manga, And Anon just fucking dies. Good night, sweet Anon. This chat about toy advertisements for 8-year-old girls carried us all the way to the bus stop. The place we wanted to visit with the mall, so we had to commute. On the bus, Stella decided to bury me in Magical Girl trivia. And that's where people believe that every time that episode of Minky Momo airs, an earthquake would strike. It was anything but quiet. But I know about that story, by the way. It's fucking weird. But at this point, I started to get used to her energy. And then I started singing that Minky Momo song when I was done in, my life as a teenage robot. Like, I didn't even know what Minky Momo was at the time. It was so weird to watch this guy sing about it. And later I found out, I was like, what, that was a real thing? I don't know, I feel like my anime crate just got tossed out the... Hold on. And after what I'd witnessed, I never wanted to see Stella sad again. She has that puppy eye sadness where you just can't say no. Look at that. We can sell. We can sell or buy. Or trade. Oh, that's neat. Is that a SNES control? Oh, it's the American model. Gross. I want my Smarties colored buttons. Thank you. Come again. Is that Catsuit Mario next to Wario and Link and Mega Man? Mega Man? Who else? Oh, that's God, what's the dog called again? Fuck. I forgot what the dog was called in Mega Man. And there's Luigi. Man, there's a lot of characters on this that I can somewhat recognize. I mean, like, it says a lot that even under this heavy filter, I can recognize these character designs. That's good character design, buddy. That's an A+. Hold on, we're looking up the... Rush! That's the name! My brain was trying to think, like, Rock's thing, because it's, like... Mega Man, who is, like, rock and roll. And then there's bass, and whatever. The store looked as nerdy as ever. It was a spacious place. Dozens and dozens of anime and video game posters covered every inch of the walls. Surprised they didn't actually put any games over there? With its characters, the thread of prophecy is severed. Well, I'm not gonna load a save game, so... Display cases were full of old-school consoles and cartridges. And I'm pretty sure you're older than the GameCube, right? The GameCube released in, like, 2001. 2002 in Europe, maybe? If this game is, like, 2023, 1-ish, then Anon is technically speaking younger than the GameCube. I hope you feel appropriately old. There was a big counter full of rare trading cards. All of the lotuses were written on, which I told actually depreciates their value, unless it's like a famous person. And I saw a couple of counterfeits. One was AI generated. I don't even know why they did that. They can just photocopy the thing. Right in the center of the room, they had a big display stand with anime figures of all kinds. As we walked in, I waved to the store clerk who was trying to deal with a gaggle of kids hungry for Pokemon cards. One of them could be, actually, at this point, Damien would probably be a junior? No, he would be a freshman, maybe a sophomore. Because this is like 3 to 2 years before, right? I don't know, I'm just kind of grasping here. I don't think we would see Vinny, though. I don't even know how old Vinny is. Is Vinny's age ever confirmed? The staff in the store knew me by name. You've lived here like a couple of months. How often do you come here? Naturally, Stella felt right at home. She ran circles around the anime figure, sizing everything up. Oh, look! I thought Bendy stopped producing these. Now she's almost dancing around the Magical Girls section. Oh, and they're not even that expensive. I have to get one. I wasn't strapped for cash. Not for now. But I really didn't have any space for... Your house is literally as empty as it gets, Anna. What are you talking about? So I decided to browse instead. The same can't be said about Stella. She already had a box in her hand. A Sailor Moon figure. Well, come on, we're not going to grugify any of this. This is so lucky. I never thought I would see one of these in the wild. At least not on this side of the pond. Well, too bad I don't have my loyalty card with me. Try giving them your phone number. That usually works. What is... Is Stella taller than Anon? I always thought she was shorter. Huh. How about I viciously correct you? And we'll look this up. Anon's applied to be like 18, 19. He should be because he's in senior year and it's not made clear if there's any reason to doubt that. Shit. The first day is on 2020, which means that Anna was most likely born in 2002. But we can give it a time spread of 2001 to 2003. Which means he has no fucking clue what the 2008 economic collapse is. Fucking weirdo! And meanwhile, Anon's cousin goes to Cal Arts is 3 years later. Which indeed means that Damien would be a freshman. Most likely. Really? I never tried that before. Thanks! We continue perusing the store in a leisurely manner. Stella knew a lot about anime, and also trading card games. Turns out tarot is not the only kind of card she's passionate about. Surprisingly, she didn't seem too well versed in video games, which gave me a chance to show off a little. That being said, she started talking about, what was it called again? Kasami in her sleeves, and she just started measuring things with like this atomic electron microscope. This one's Sonic Adventure, my childhood favorite. Dreamcast games are actually very rare in this part of the country. Also, did you know that the version they made for the GameCube, which they also ported to Steam, actually like butchers a lot of the special effects? The game looks like ass, but the actual Dreamcast version looks pretty good. Wow. Why the fuck did they use the shit port? I don't know. I imagine it was easier to port the GameCube or something. That's because few local chains carried them back in the day, and shops like these rely on locals bringing old stuff in. Stella hung on my every word as she looked at the games. This made me unexpectedly happy. Jesus Christ, Anon, are you hitting on everyone? Is that the Moon Princess mod? Is you just hitting it up with the other chicks? We getting a harem mod next? I mean, I wouldn't mind it because Anon seems too incompetent. It would just be straight clusterfuck. Give me Anon fucking up a harem. Come on, you know I want it. You know we need it. I wonder if my Dreamcast's still alive. Want to come over and play sometime? Sure. I never played video games with someone else before. I think she just said something incredibly depressing. I mean, I have, but that was like a little baby man. I still think one of the funniest parts of my childhood is I got Smash Brothers because I thought it was Mario Party. I'll leave that on the table with you. Then Stella's gaze fell on a sealed copy of Donkey Kong 64. Why did they leave it sealed? The whole point of the game is to collect everything. The price tag of $200 got quite the reaction out of her. Do old ones really cost that much? It's not really as high as they go, although admittedly part of it is market manipulation, and if you really want to play them, you can just emulate them online. What's emulation? Well, you download this technically legal emulation device. People say it's a gray area, but from what I can tell, they're actually perfectly legal. And apparently ROMs are like a gray area. You're not supposed to distribute them, but you're allowed to own them. It's just the acquisition that's the problem. So as far as I can tell, at least. Don't take my... I'm not a legal person on this, but... Basically, you download the game, and you download a thing that resembles the engine. You rub them together very hard, and bada boom, bada bing, out comes a video game. It's Helltaker to make Snoot Game, the fuck... Oh no, I mean, you want to know what's weird? I kind of want to write some more for Volcano High instead of just Snoot Game. I want to write for Inko. I feel like I've written too much for Anon, you know? Which is weird, because the whole Nier thing is none of that. Steffi, you fucking clown. I just want to write something different, something with low stakes. I can just crap out, just throw out there, get something done. These are box copies in good condition, so the collector's items. Rare stuff. Oh, so it's like Pokemon cards. I have a few expensive ones, too. You know, you can get Game Boy cartridges, like 5 for the dozen if they're unpacked. Just the cartridge and all. You know, it's because the cardboard boxes would decay so quickly, because, you know, everyone opened them so viciously, so getting one of those in mints is, like, a hard thing to do. Even if they were very hot, even if, you know, they had a lot of sales. You know, pretty much. Stella ended up buying 2 different Sailor Moon figures. 3 Pokemon trainer cards. Did she buy Pokemon trainer cards specifically? Because I know the card types. I'm tapping my nose because the nose knows. And for some reason, a refurbished Game Boy Advance. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. You better buy the SP though. I heard. I had a Game Boy Advance. I only have Wario Land 4, which is like, hey, you got a killer app there, buddy. Might as well, right? I like the Wario Land series. It's so fucking good. So sad that it's ended. Wario World was also pretty good. But let's get back to the point. Personally, go for the SP. Like, the backlight makes such a difference. Unless the refurbishment is that it has a backlight. In that case, fucking go for it, man. Original Game Boy Advances, I don't know. There's something fun about holding the sides. It was ahead of its time, because the Switch did it too. And the Wii U. And the Steam Deck. I had one of these as a child. Unfortunately, it broke when I sat on it once. But now I can play my old Pokemon games again. I also have one, I think. I even have a complete Pokemon Emerald. Listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but the batteries may have run out and you might have lost your save file, so you're gonna have to perform some cartridge surgery. Also, you might want to plug in your 3DS games, because those run on like a flash memory that needs to be refreshed by the system, so those might start to rot. Maybe we could even trade. If your battery didn't die, we sure can. Stella gave me a vacant smile. Where do you store your cartridges? My mom keeps them in an attic. Oh, you're screwed, girl. Don't get your hopes up. Your game could be gone. If it doesn't work, you could bring a game here. These guys know a thing or two about cartridge batteries. Oh, that's okay. It'll be a good reason to start a new adventure. I mean, there's something really nasty about coming back, and it's like, hey, I'm playing RuneScape again. What's my character? Oh, fuck. They've done like 10 years of updates, and I'm level 90. What the hell am I supposed to be playing? Where's the dungeon I know about? Where did Vanaka go? Why isn't he in the dungeon anymore? Why is there a note on the floor? Why did they put him on the surface? Did he get cave adaptation? Did he start vomiting when he left? It's sad though. I lost my Typhlosion that I taught Dynamic Punch because I thought the animation looked cool. I was very bad at Pokemon. I just had like a level 17 something Typhlosion that did all the stuff for me. Because I was an idiot. I also had someone trade me a Mewtwo once that was super high level. I imagine it was hacked in. But I didn't know that it doesn't listen to you with the right badges, so I was an idiot. I just thought he was annoying. Because I didn't speak English. Eventually, Stella stopped her shopping spree and we decided to leave. As we walked out of the store, Stella grabbed my arm. Felt her cheek rub on my skin and she giggled quietly. Hey, Stella. If Fang saw us right now, she probably would have bitten my head off. You know, human skin feels funny. A bit rubbery. I never had any human friends, so I never knew. Stella gently pinched my forearm. She didn't look feisty or romantic. Instead, she was a piece. Innocent, like a child. I mean, it's funny, but I did start writing an Inko in Volcano High 1. But that didn't go anywhere. Am I just stupid? Am I just bad at my job? Probably. Probably. It's not like I wasn't comfortable. I decided to hang on to me as we made our way out of the mall.